Hello, chat. How we doing, chat? Doing well, thanks for asking. You are more than welcome. I like to ask. Just gonna move this microphone a bit closer. Sweet. I think we're all ready to go. Fancy, keep me updated on the Sonic news, because obviously I'm streaming, but... Casual Rabby, what's up? Oh, Shadow Man, what's up? Ghost Body, what's... Oh my god, you're all flooded in. Like, that was quick. So, achieve godlike rank. So we're gonna go with... I'm gonna go Hentai Fiend, because that's usually the easiest to like re-level everything else. We chillin'. Yeah, we are chillin'. We're gonna try to finish the next story route for the Galagon double pea soup. So we'll skip over, obviously, over the dialogue. Just woke up an hour ago because I couldn't get back to sleep. Well, look after yourself today. Okay, look after yourself. Stop it. Get some help. I hung out with Clembot today. It's just day off, you could be asleep. That's true, that's very true. Yeah, I hung out with Clembot today, and we recorded some fun dogs for the off days. I did some more editing for Shady Corner, which is really good. I managed to get a lot more editing done, and we did some I did some preparation for Cart. And then I did some game development with Moligato on the new Marble Maid game. So we've been kind of working on just a bit of everything. So the Shady Loot Cart update's looking good. It's just going to be a big one. Yeah, more fun dogs, yeah. So there's going to be... Right now we have... 1, 2... I'd say we... Don't get me wrong. We might have like 8 to 10 episodes ready. I'll have to check. But I think we've got about 10. Notification. Look, I'm just leaning into the meme. I'm just leaning into the meme at this point. That's why it says Nacho, send nachos, please. I know we've been a little bit quiet on the Shady Loot Cart front. There is some more stuff coming. We've been planning and working, you know. We're also working on the new update for the new Marble Maid game. The main focus this week and this past week has been getting Slime Girl Smoothies finished. That's probably why you haven't heard much for Shady Loot Cart, because I'm trying my best to get everything done. So we're just trying to get all that sort of stuff done first. I went back to the title screen for a second. Why isn't some of those books active? I did get these. Okay, so it's just that I didn't get that one. Okay, sorry, I had to quit out in it. I'm starting to get worried. So yeah, we're working. We're really close on finishing Slime Girl, so I'm pretty keen to like just finish it now. Oh, I didn't skip the dot. Oh, damn it. So basically, yeah, we got all that stuff done, and we worked really hard on getting everything sort of sorted. And then yeah, I had a day today where I recorded with Clembot and we recorded Fun Dogs, and I think, don't quote me, but I think there's about 8 episodes there. The last session we did 2 weeks ago, we did a session and we played like 4 games. One which was the pro wrestling game, which you guys saw last week. And then the what was the other one? So we've played 3 other ones as well, and then today we played another 3. I think there'll be some good content within these other ones. Hypno Changer, first time chat. It was an epic ad break for me to come into. My tablet decided to wait 2 minutes before starting to play the ad. Also, I want to say thank you to whoever sent the nacho chips. They arrived today. It was really funny, actually. I was leaving to... No, Clem had just got here to record Fun Dogs. And as we sat down to record it, I get a text message saying the mail's arriving, and I was like, oh man, like I've already like cranked through like a shitload of nachos. I've got like 1 bag left out of this set, and then the postie was like, oh yeah, here's another package. Open it up and there's more nachos in there. So thank you to the anonymous donator who donated those from my throne. Thank you so much. It's like a never-ending supply. It's amazing. Getting a finished product out will be nice, but too much rush will be everyone will either be and miss problems. Finding balanced pace is important. Yeah, but I also don't want to lose people along the way, and that's the scary part for me now. Is like, I don't want you peeps to get worried about that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so back to title screen now, because now I know for sure that I'm going to skip over the prologue and we'll actually start properly. So yeah, I wanted to say that we are working on Cart. I don't want people to think that we're not working on Cart. I know that nobody's asking because people trust me, but I do get that, like, there's a big part of me that, like, I get so worried when I'm like, man, we haven't talked about Cart in a while. Like, I hope people are still interested, you know. And I understand people are going to fall in and out of something. We've got some new stuff coming. It's going to be really cool to kind of, like, cap off this next cup. So I hope you peeps are excited, and I'm sorry for the wait. We are working as fast as we possibly can. But like Dark said, like, getting the quality of the game to a standard and pacing it is what we want to do. You can ask. The Oh No is still my favorite. That's probably one of from the original run we did. Yeah, it's still one of my favorites. I'd say some of these new ones we've got coming out are pretty good. I'm pretty excited for the new Fun Dogs we've done. It's been a while since we've caught up, so it was really cool to kind of sit down and chill, and like Fun Dogs is like an unfiltered Shades, so I get to just chill and hang out with a friend. And Clem's like one of my best friends, so for me that's what Fun Dogs is all about. It's just that chilling and that enjoying those little moments. And we just talk about random shit. In these next two, they're pretty interesting what we talk about. I'd say like we even finish a game. We go back to a game that we hadn't touched in a long time, and we finish that. And then there's another game that I'm gonna assume we did start, because we played it for like a game that we thought we were only gonna play for 30 minutes today, and we ended up playing it for over an hour. And I was like, is this a series? I think there's a series here. So we kind of did enjoy it. And you know, it was funny because every few minutes we would not enjoy it, but then we were enjoying it. And then Clem's like, do you reckon we should like play more of this? And I was like, and he was like, I don't think we should. And I was like, maybe I think we should. Well, we'll just leave it for today and see what happens. So if people like it enough, we'll go back to it. But that one's going to be an interesting one to come out. So I'm excited for that one. I'm working on a one today, though. And getting that one done. And then, yeah, I've been working on Cart. A lot of the stuff for Cart has just been, like, unlocking CG stuff. Like, doing artwork. So getting artists to do the art for Shady Lou Cart's unlocks. That's all we've been doing, is like chipping away and getting people to do, like, finding artists. Because some of the older artists, like, they're busy, or, you know, we just want to get new guests. And, you know, trying our best to get as many as we possibly can. And I kind of want to mix it up each time, so. But it's cool because we're getting to a point now where I feel like Cart's like entering that home stretch of like, you know, where we're entering a cool area of like, all right, we're going to finish the cup soon. I'm also excited to see what you guys think of Slime Girl Smoothies, because Slime Girl Smoothies to me is like, I'm really proud of it considering the trials and tribulations we've had to get there. I'm very excited for people to play it because it's got some really interesting fetishes in there, but I also think that like it's something that like everybody, like it's going to be a game that everybody can really enjoy. Anyway, I've been talking enough about myself. How is everyone in chat? Really love those. I honestly think Slime Girls has changed a lot in its development cycle, and I'm really proud of where it's at now. So I'm pretty happy that, you know, we're getting something that's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for it now. I just say there's a lot of trials and tribulations that we've had, but it's been nice to kind of get to the point where we're like, okay, we're finishing the game now. And, you know, another game under the belt, another official game, which, you know, it's been a while. I mean, it's like, what, Flambeau, Cart, Marble Maid, and now this. So to have the next one coming out is really cool. I'm really excited for it. You just woke up? Nice. That means you'll fall back asleep soon, said. Doing alright, messed around with Girls Overboard, and now back to working. Did you enjoy Girls Overboard? And you can be honest if you did or you didn't. I still stand by what I said in my review. There were a few things I didn't like about it, but for what it's worth, I did like it. That's my scans can apparently provide. You got a lot of good sleep. Nice, Sid. I didn't expect a slots game. I didn't expect a slots game for the gems, but haven't spent enough time with it to really get a good feel. Yeah, it took me a while to get the feel because I felt the same thing where I was playing it and I was like, I didn't understand it, and it took me a while to kind of really fall in love with the game. Enough that I played it way too much. Even more so than the review. Like, usually I play stuff based on the fact that I'll review it and that'll be it. But I played it well beyond that. It's tough because I understand what the game's trying to be. The game is trying to be something a lot more different than its predecessor. It's trying to stand out from its separate deal. So it's trying to be a new... In my opinion, I think they should have... Like, if I was doing it, it's just my opinion, I would have done another Faulty Apprentice, but I would have lent on the minigame aspect. It's hard doing in-game purchasing when it feels... It's such an intrusive thing nowadays. As a collection of art, Girls Overboard is wonderful. Yeah, the art is what sells it. I think, in my opinion, the art is the... it's the underlining fact of why I played it. Because I was such a fan of their work to begin with. And in this space, it's so fucking refreshing. Because you see a lot of the same art a lot of the time. And it's why I try to work with a lot of different artists. And I know, like, that can kind of clash with a lot of my work, but I try my best to make different things and work with different things. So I have a tendency to do that. It's a pretty cheap game, I would say, like, in terms of the support. Like, I'm really proud of what they've done. I love match 3 games, but the jumping around felt odd. So straight up check the page to see if there were microtransactions. Yeah, so that was the only thing I didn't really mention in my review, was that, like, changing the review process is such an odd... It's such an odd... Like, changing the screen process, sorry, is such an odd thing. Because it's... You're going from one to another to play different minigames while still playing one minigame, and it is kind of a little bit disorientating. And that's something I never really thought about, I guess, because I got kind of into the rhythm of playing it. All right. Now, Academy Store. What are you buying? So I want to get the measuring tape. And this one. Second floor stairwell. Thoughts on Resident Evil 4 remake? Okay, so I heard about it. They've been remaking the games recently, haven't they? They've been remaking the games. Resident Evil 4 is the one with the chainsaw, the one on the GameCube, right? If so, it's probably my favorite one because of how different it was. I'm not overly a huge fan on Resident Evil, but I still think it's really good that they're doing it. But Resident Evil 4, I would say, was probably my favorite Resident Evil, next to, like, Survive. It's got the girls overboard, spin the slots 1,000 times achievement. This means I did not use the auto clicker. I've pressed the space bar 4,000 times to start the whole thing up and then stop it. It's a lot. Yeah, but in a clicker, though, it doesn't really, like... I reckon that kind of number doesn't really hold. Because as a clicker, that sort of shit is very, you don't really know the passage of time. The passage of time is so small, so there's no real like gauge of it doesn't like cookie clicker where you can actually physically feel it. Considering, is it really 20 years old? Fuck off, really? Jesus. I'm old, man. Gotta get these tiny little demons. I am ready spaghetti. I like that chick. Where's your little dude? Resident Evil is my jam, so I'm through the roof about. Oh, dude, and again, like I'm very happy for a lot of people. Getting remakes, especially shit from Capcom, is hard. So, you know, them trying to even acknowledge fucking shit like Mega Man is hard. So I can understand the frustration. I think it's really cool they're remaking them. I just, like, my biggest issue is that I hope they don't lose what made the original games just as good as well. Because I think that's what's gonna really like be a proof of the pudding. I do like how the Resident Evil games have gone through this really interesting phase of every couple of games they change the style of gameplay. Like it went from like tank controls to camera to a sort of third-person camera, and then they ended up doing the first person, because I know that like it's every new generation or whatever, they try to change up the camera, or they try to change up the gameplay a little bit. I remember reading something about it. It's creeping forward all the time. That's very true. Dude, I cannot agree more. Time is like... It's fucking scary sometimes because passage of time. I guess like I've been enjoying life a lot more. So like for me, I don't really notice it as much, and I think that kind of scares me a little bit. It was a reimagining. Oh, see, okay, see, this is where I'd be as someone who liked Resident Evil 4, I'd be interested to see what they mean reimagining. I don't know if I'd want them to do what they did with Village though and make it first person. Because I feel like that takes away what it was, but... Reimagine corporate speakers. We're going to do something else and call it the same thing. That is a worry. That kind of shit is a worry. First person will be VR mode. It's going to be third person like Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. Yeah, so with Resident Evil 2 and 3, they took away the tank, and they're obviously they're gonna try to make it that all the games match up, I guess. Am I correct in saying that? They're gonna try to get all the games to have the same sort of quality in terms of style. If it wasn't the same team. Yeah, that's true. Someone that you can't trust. Remake. Had cut content. So obviously they could see the rush. Regulus. Hold still. Proceeds to step on her head. Stand still. Gotcha. Ooh. Trying to get these extra fucking measurements is so hard. It wouldn't let me get the waist. There we go. With Resident Evil 4 Remake, it's such a beloved game. Well, I mean, yeah, and see, I think that's like with everything. It's like that whole thing when they tried to redo Final Fantasy VII, and they were like, oh, and they just passed it off as a remake, and then they ended up fucking it, and so then they did a whole reimagining of it. I'm trying to think of a remake that got it wrong. I'm trying to think if there's one that I can really consider that got it wrong. Got a teacher. Taylor tape measuring it like, yeah, stop, yeah. So true, Hypno. Got it. I never got the ghost last time. I missed it. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts disease, yeah. And I know there are a lot of people that are fan of Kingdom Hearts. I just don't think I'll ever get into those. I think they're way too edgy. I did enjoy them at the start, and then I dropped off real damn quick. Look at that. Alright, and we got the ghost. Nice. That was one of the ghost ones I missed before, so... I saw a really good sum up. I know this is like a real side thing, because I know a lot of, again, Sonic fans are really like shitty. I saw there was a thing where they were talking about the Sonic Frontiers footage, and there's a guy that I watch called The Sonic Show, which ironically they also use a raccoon, a raccoon puppet, and he did a really good sum up video about all the hate that a lot of people had on what we'd seen, which is really interesting. I thought it was a really interesting video that broke it down. I still don't think there's enough there to really justify like why people are complaining. I think there's still a solid game there, but we just haven't seen enough of it. I'm pretty excited for Sonic Origins. I'd say I'm more excited for Frontiers than anything. I've played all of them out of spite. They aren't great -2, and that's because of the combat. See, I remember playing 1 and liking it for the gimmick of it. Like the fact that I was like, oh, Final Fantasy meets Disney. And then when the second one came along, it was kind of like, I don't know, I just was like, I kind of stepped off. And then when I tried to step on, I was like, oh my god, like it's too much for me. I couldn't do it. Frontiers is the open world one. Yeah, it's the one where they're just calling it Breath of the Wild. My joke that I said the other day, which I find very interesting when it comes to game design is, and I think this is very true because a lot of people that complain about Sonic are usually a lot of people that don't really play Sonic games. So in their mind they go, well, Sonic runs, right? So why doesn't he just have a game where he runs? And that's what people, you know, people think they know what it is, so that's what they push towards. But what I find interesting is, heaven forbid, Sonic does a gimmick, and yet when Mario does it, it's fine. And I understand that like sometimes Mario makes it work better and shit, but when you really write it down on paper, it's really quite interesting. So it's like, we give Sonic a sword, And that game, I gotta say, Sonic and the Black Knight is really good. I think Sonic and the Black Knight was a really good game. I also think Sonic Unleashed is a really good game. I've never finished it, but I want to. I think it's a really good game. But then you give Mario a pressure cleaning kit to clean paint, and that's apparently the best thing in the world. And I'm not saying it's not, because, you know, but it's the equivalent of, like, nobody really complained about that when that happened. But I just found it funny that, like, it's kind of got, like, Sonic has that stigma where he's not allowed to pick up anything else. But when Mario does it, it's okay. It's cringe when Sonic does it, and it's such a weird... You don't play Sonic and Frontiers looks good. Yeah, I think it looks good. Again, like, it's funny because a lot of people are judging on what you see in the tech demo. And it's like, we don't know yet. We haven't seen anything. Like, I mean, yeah, we've seen stuff, but you can't justify that you've played the game. I'd say my biggest qualm is that I'm a bit worried about the combat, but that's about it. I'd say the entire, like, running around in that wide space, I'm really excited about. And I'm excited to know the story, because I think the story is going to be one of those interesting Sonic stories that they kind of lay out. As long as it doesn't go the Sonic 06 route with its story. Zelda went cel shading and the backlash was so much. Yeah, no, I remember that too. I remember when, like, people went nuts when they did that. People were boycotting Zelda. They fucking hated it. But it's the same thing that Sonic does. They try to do something different, you know, and it's like... Yeah, I do too. I think people see speed as Sonic's main, while Mario's always slower pace, starting on the pickup stuff. Yeah, I guess so. Backlash was huge. Yeah, Wind Waker's like my favorite Zelda game of all time. I'd say that and Link's Awakening. The remake I really liked. People do hate change. People hate when, like... People hate when it's not their shit. Hell, people will complain when it's not even related to them. I still hold the one big thing where... One of the first negative reviews I got on Marble Made was, well, this doesn't play anything like Kart. And I was like, oh. I wasn't sure what you expected. I just thought that was the funniest comment, you know? Yeah, and I plan to play Wind Waker. I think Wind Waker will be a good streaming game. I've never finished that game, but I finally own an original copy. I managed to score a copy before it, like, went up. Well, because people assumed that I was, like... Off the heels of Kart, they were like, this is going to be the next Kart. And they were like comparing it to Kart. And I was like, it's got nothing to do with Kart. Poor man's Monkey Ball. Yeah, no, my favorite review was, oh my god, ill, disgusting. That's been my favorite. I'm excited for what's to come for Marble Maid. Yeah, it was sex is ill and gross, something along that line. Yeah, and I know that I'm a lot very different when I comes to lewd games. I think Slime Girl Smoothies will be a little bit more in the basis of lewdness with gameplay. That will be its other way around. Also, if you are a Patreon, I'll be sending out keys soon for Slime Girl Smoothies. So everybody who pledged at that tier, you'll be getting a key. I'll be sending those out fairly soon. I'm pretty excited about that. No, I know you are. I mean, again, like gameplay is gameplay. Like I think. I mean, I do play lewd games for lewd games, but I also think that, you know, gameplay should be a pivotal part. It's really funny too because Shadow brought up something really interesting about, and this is no slight on the team, and I don't want this to come off like this. What's really funny is, oh shit. What I find really interesting is like, even I'm not, you know, I won't say the game, but there's even like really AAA lewd games that have a tendency to not be as polished as they should be. Fucking hell, man. I mean, get actual bullets, you know, that might help. You had a Minecraft nightmare last night? You gotta stop playing Minecraft. I'll just buy it. Oh, big support, like Steam keys. Yeah, there's a reward tier for Steam keys for Slime Girls. I feel like the more I see this game, the less I know what the fuck is happening. That's pretty much what it is, though. Glares directly at... What's the game? CL... Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of games out there that are avoiding polish. That's why I want to take a bit longer. Come on. Is that a Pernus? What is the worst, creepiest thing a computer virus could do to you personally? That's a weird question. I remember having a virus on my computer that completely locked me out. It was... I don't know if it's still... I don't know if it's the one I'm thinking of. It was called the Ladybug virus. And where like a ladybug would appear on your computer, and completely shut it down. Because my dad worked in a computer shop, so for like we experienced a lot of viruses, and it was the first time that we'd ever got a virus that had spread all over my dad's computer store, and it infected everything. It was like one of the big... I just remember it being such a huge issue because there was no fix for it at the time. Is that a vagina on my screen? Was a worm. Yeah, it was something like... I just remember it being like really like a pain in the ass virus. Especially for back in the day, like... Viruses in like the public eye was such a new thing. And like growing on the internet and learning what the internet was like still such a big thing. And I remember like my dad being so upset because like we had all these sample computers as well, and it spread to all of them. It spread to the clients' ones, and we had to lock down everything because my dad was like, well, I fixed all these computers and I gave them all a disk with a virus on it by accident. I think it was a floppy disk too. Oh, shit. I'm gonna risk it. Just because I'm so close. And just earn it back. It won't give me a good ranking, but... Wow, your computer was unbothered. Yeah, there were. It's really cool now that you can like technically test viruses on like computers and stuff now, like on fake builds. And it's true. All right, what's chat? What's your favorite flavor of Pocky? Do you have one? Mostly because I took some options not necessarily in line with what we were supposed to do. That's understandable. Almond chocolate Pocky. Strawberry cookies and cream. I recently tried cookies and cream. I really like tomato flavored. And I know that sounds weird, but I had it in Japan. It was like tomato flavored Pocky. And it was like crack. Like it was so good. Chocolate obviously, but yeah, I had tomato flavored Pocky. It tasted like we have some flavored chips, or I guess you would say potato chips in elsewhere, which are called shapes, and they're literally just shapes. And they tasted like those, but in Pocky form. That was so good. Aren't those Pretz? They might be Pretz. Aren't they? Yeah, no, they are Pretz. You are right. I mean, it's Pretz Pocky. Come on, man. You are right. It is Pretz. If I had to pick Pocky, though, it would be cookies and cream. But I got addicted to those like crack. I was eating them all the time. You know what I miss? I miss the chicken of Japan. Japan's chicken is bomb. turn underwhelming. That's understandable. We sorry, my brain can't handle a certain thing. No, that's completely understandable. I don't know why. I guess because they look similar, I wrote it in my head as that they were Pocky. Motherfuckers. That was close. Got it. The water guns instead terrace, but the girls have no dialogue and the hurt sounds get repetitive fast. I mean, that's still technically a dat moment. I still think that's still a moment. Yeah, show me ass haircut. Stop. Not any of them. That was quick. That was so quick. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I try to cover as many as I can, so you're more than welcome to send them. And if not, just drop them in the Shade suggestion box. And drop them in there for me. Because either way, I'll get to them. I've recorded a couple of good ones coming. So what was last night's one? Carmelita Fox. Which I think's a good moment. That's a really good moment in sexy gaming. I feel like I could, with that moment, the Carmelita Fox, I probably could have talked about it for like another 5 minutes, but a lot of the moments are more the same, except for like the mini stuff, like the belly dancing and her growing big are kind of the most noteworthy. I'd say one of the ones I missed out on was the cutscene, which you can see in the thumbnail. It's the one where she's tied up in the toilet or the cupboard or whatever, and you can see her bound and gagged. That was the only moment I didn't really talk about. And it wasn't until I'd finished the video that I was like, oh, okay, you know. This little bitch. Okay, so Academy Store. Give me the brains. Yeah, you know what? I haven't played... I've got the game. I've not played it enough. Mischief Makers is one of those classics, though. Every time Doomguy kills a team. I wouldn't mind streaming that, Mischief Makers. We haven't streamed enough 64 stuff. I think the last time I really streamed anything 64 was back when we were living... Oh god, that was like over 10 years ago. I was living in the shack, and I think the last thing I do remember honestly streaming on the 64 was Conker's Bad Fur Day. Because it was just... And that was like, I think just on the cusp of me becoming Shady Corner, so I was still doing EVM stuff. Like, quite frequently. Thinking in Shadow Man. You should, if it's cheap. Only if it's cheap, though. Like... Is it because there's so many of them? Is another one. Yeah, I heard 0 Hours pretty good. Gotcha. The Sylvie merch pack is very tempting. Oh, the one with all the stuff with it? Thanks, man. I've got a discount code if you want it. I can go check for the discount code if you want to buy it. Because I do have one for the store. Patreons all get their own discount codes, so... You're actively... Nice! Thank you. Means a lot. The next bit of merch that I'm looking at is either I want to get... Because I'm going to start comboing up some of the other items that we've been doing. But I know a lot of people really want something Marble Maid related. So we're thinking of doing either an acrylic stand or stickers. And maybe just doing like a small pack thing. So it's like a Marble Maid pack. And you just buy it and it's got a little bit of everything. But I'm not too sure yet. I kind of have a design that I want for the acrylic stand for Marble Maid. Yeah, that's all thanks to you, Said. DM me now to say, hey, what the code is, and I'll send it to you anyway so you can have it. Because I gotta remember what it was, and I'll forget. But yeah, now it's really cool. Like, we've set up the Patreon now, so the Patreon sends out like auto stuff. And one of the things we announced was the prints that Sed did. Because I want Sed's work to get out there more. So Patreon makes the prints, but every 3 months there's like a cool print. And the first 3 months is the Shady loot cart print of the fake box art. And then we're still doing the Sylvie shirt for people who are like 3 months or more. And then for like real simps, which is like, I don't expect anyone to do it ever, but we're doing like a hoodie at a really high tier, because I've had a lot of people that do high tiers before and I feel like I don't give them enough back. And I've decided that I wanted to put something there to kind of say thank you to people. Is it the full box? No, it's a mini print. Like it's like a card print. I'm also thinking of doing a sticker, but I'm not too sure what I want to do yet. It might be like a Fun Dog sticker or something. But yeah, I really adore my Sylvie shirt. It's probably one of my favorites. Yeah, it's just the front part, yeah, for now. But they're just like little collector things, because I want more people to see them. But Patreon pays for it to go out, so we don't get anything from it. I just want to let you know that said. Got you really hard. Yeah, you can thank Sed for that. I know you would. A lot of people would, I think. It'd be pretty rad if we could. Oh, thanks. You guys are so... I honestly really don't deserve you peeps. You're such really nice fans to me. I was thinking about it today, but just seeing the support and how much love you guys have for my little creations like Marble Maid and Slime Girls and Cart. And even Flambeau. And just like liking my stuff. Like... makes me really happy. And I don't know how to express it. I just... thank you so much for just being so supportive. It's just really humbling and really nice. And it's fucking awesome to know that this is my job. So thank you. Because it really does, you know, mean a lot. Oh, I'll be making tons more, don't worry. But this train ain't gonna end. It's gonna keep going for a long time. Like I said, I've already planned out a shitload of not just videos and content, but games. Like, games that are gonna spread further than what we're doing now. Some of the inner staff have seen the list of games we're working on and the stuff we're doing and the people we're talking to. It's really exciting stuff. So I'm honestly, it's very hard not to talk about it half the time, but it is coming. And that I'm really excited for. Farther than your legs, yeah. Yeah, yeah. What is the right answer here? Oh, shit. I mean, she is right. Oh, is this actually a branch? Well, we've split off on our path. But it's good because we've saved it, so we can go back and we can do that other route within the route. And then we can like load it, and then hopefully it doesn't corrupt and just saves the additional file source over the thing. Academy store, please. So is it on the Japanese channel that they're doing the news on? Because I know they were saying that they were going to do... I'm pretty excited that they announced the Mega CD too. I thought that was pretty cool too. Sonic Central. Oh, that's the isn't that the Twitch channel? Yeah. I'll be interested to see what they do. I feel like we don't have enough Sonic merch. I saw the Shantae statue they announced. Almost died inside today. I really want that. It's gonna be expensive as fuck though. They know exactly what they're doing with it. I got banana. Was the statue bad? No, it wasn't, no. I didn't see the cost of it, though. I assume it's fairly expensive. What I've seen. Yeah, I was kind of concerned on the price. I reckon it'll be somewhere in the 200 mark for sure for a statue. It's probably the best statue they've ever done for Shantae because it's not like a flat acrylic. The only thing that drives me nuts, and I guess like I shouldn't because I'm eating well, is like there's just way too much Shantae merch. I feel like they just do all this merch and then like it's like, yeah, okay, I get it, but it's just so much Shantae stuff. A lot of Shantae merch. Said you got no. Yeah. They announced it on the Way Forward Twitter, but it should be on the Limited Run Games site. They just haven't put a price on it yet. But it was more of a like, it's the first time that they've done like a physical figurine that's like been in-house. Apart from that one that you had to build yourself. So I've been kind of excited to, you know. Can you put a price on Shantae though? Not really. Not really. Not really, but I'm trying to save money. Like, I'm trying to save money. You know? I'm trying to be good. I want to take my mum to Japan. My mum has not been to Japan. So I want to take her there. Yeah, I'm running out of space here too, so I've kind of been restricting and pulling back on a lot of stuff now. I'm only buying stuff that really appeals to me now. Like, I'm trying not to buy stuff like... I'm not really buying stuff just like willy-nilly anymore. Like, I don't mind if it's like a $2 game or something like that, or a game that like I'm going to play on Fun Dogs or something, but... Unless I really want the game... or it's part of a set or something that like I'm collecting like a Sonic thing, I'm not really concerned. So I gave you the money. No, that's money for staff, definitely not for me. Someone said that once. They were like, man, you get a lot paid from Patreon. I really don't. Like, I don't. It's all staff payment. This fucker. I think for the first, like... Oh, God. I think it was like the first 5 years of me having Patreon, I never paid myself. Because I didn't understand the justification. Just a silhouette. Oh, there is a... Go to the Way Forward Twitter. Just go for the Way Forward Twitter. They'll have it on there. Because they posted it. If not, I'll send you an image. Yeah, it does. It does. But it really does help. Like, I think the biggest thing that's been really, like, supportive is the Patreon stuff. Like, that's really helped us to become self-sufficient. That and the game sales now. Like, game sales are really important to us because that changes everything. Like, selling a game and how much we sell it for and whether or not it does good is really important. And not to try to come off like money-wise, but it's like, it's something you're working on. Like, you want it to sell good. She does. They did a really good job on it, eh? They got her body proportions just right, too. I just want to make you. Oh, punch it! Don't come on, man. Like, I don't want to be rich. The comment that I'm about to say is probably the corniest comment. I feel like I'm already rich because I've got really cool fans that just support my work. I don't want to be rich. You know, I just want to be comfortable in making games, making people happy, and helping other people. That's all that matters. I don't have a goal of. I don't know. I'm not like other people in the lewd AAA empire where they're talking about buying a house. Like, I don't care about that. I'm just cool playing titty games and helping people publish their games. I'm really happy about that sort of shit. Oh, thanks, man. And I hope to do that for you soon too. No, I've had there was a person I spoke to who was talking like that to me, and I was like, I don't. And it's why I come back to the whole like publisher thing is the whole thing of why I do what I do, because I just want to just live comfortably. I don't really like. Yeah, I'm just chill. No, I've had I can't say names. I don't want to say names because I don't want to like put people on it. There was somebody that I know recently that paid for their wedding with all of their loot earnings, and they were talking about how much, you know, they're making mad bank, and then they got really mad at me because Demon Veggie. Yeah, they were talking about how they paid for their wedding, and yeah, they were getting mad at me because I wasn't thinking in the same mentality, and I was like, yeah, but I don't want to like do that, like I don't, you know. No, I'd want you to be happy first. I don't want you to, you know. If you had $1 million chat, what would you do with it? For me, it would be, I would self-sustain my staff, so my staff wouldn't have to worry, and then I'd probably spend the rest on making like an animal shelter, because I know my partner really wants to do it, and I like the idea of like an animal shelter for the elderly dogs, like the dogs that don't have a place to go, like an elderly dog sanctuary. That'd be really cool. I'd say that'd probably be my the only thing, and even that's not really a self-indulgent thing. This fucking carrot shit again. Oh no, they're hot. When the teachers get caught. I didn't pick the right answer, so I might not get a really good ending. I wouldn't have to eat a crab. Well, it's funny because a lot of people like the appreciation of there's a really interesting thing about, you know, how like people say like eat a steak dinner when you get a lot of money. It's really nice and satisfying to eat a steak dinner, but at the same time it's nice to eat something that you genuinely can't afford, and it doesn't have to be a steak dinner. Like what I find really interesting is when like for instance, you're like working on a game and you're like saving your money, and then like the end of the month you're like, I'm gonna get McDonald's or something, and then you have like junk food, and like that, and the McDonald's you pay with is usually like the leftover change you've got from the month of like game development or something. That burger tastes better than anything because you know that you paid for it and it came out of your pocket and it was paid with and for by you. Do you know what I mean? Like that is the thing. Like that's the I guess the appreciation. It's why like I really these last couple of weeks, like when people were sending me the nachos in the mail, like when I was getting the tortilla chips, there's something about that tastes different. I know it's like, and it's not me encouraging anyone to buy anymore, but it's just that feeling of like it tastes different because it came from a different place. If you won the lottery, you'd probably fund shit. Oh, you're too kind. Me to your house, paying the people that I like believe figure out whatever the fuck else. Yeah, it's true. Not bad, 65%. It's over the limit. No, and I look, I don't. No, I appreciate that, and I want you to know that. That means a lot to me. It still is very surreal to sit here and think that people like the shit that I come up with. That I sit there and I draw stuff on paper, and people are like, I fucking like that. Do you know what I mean? Like that to me is weird. But I love it at the same time. Like, I love that feeling that people like. It makes me feel like my stories matter, you know. I was quoting a song, but yeah, I personally don't think about money a lot. In my mind, it's just a resource. It's not like a grand, ever expanding goal. I'm happy with enough money that I'm not in fear of failing to meet my monthly needs. And that's understandable. I think like for a lot of the time initially when I first started, like it didn't really matter. I still think money is a general, ever since like I started dieting, it's been very different for me because now like I don't eat as much, so I don't buy as much, so I don't spend as much on food, which is very interesting. Like I'll be honest, and it's a very silly thing for me to say come the aspect of it, but I never realized how much money I was spending on food, you know. So then like when I started dieting, I was spending a lot less, and I'm kind of happy in a weird way. As much as I fucking love eating, and I love eating, like eating's amazing, I have been dieting like a boss. I actually hit a milestone this week. I am officially but when my dad passed away in 2019, I'd say I got up to my biggest weight that year. I was at 138 kilograms. And I hadn't started losing weight until about a year ago, or 9-10 months ago, because I was like, I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start looking after myself, and I want to try to be better. And you know, I want to look after myself. I want to be around for a long time. Making Shady Loot Cart on the weight that I was terrible. Was making me feel like shit. And I wanted to kind of improve myself so then that way I can be around a lot longer. And I recently, as of yesterday, hit a goal that I wanted. I don't know how much further I will go, but I'm officially under 100 kilos. And I haven't been under 100 kilos since I was in high school. I'm pretty sure, like, since I started my work job, I was always like 110, 120. I've never been under 100 I've been under 100 in a long time. So as of today, I woke up and I was 99 kilos. And I blow myself away because I was like, I didn't think I could do that. I didn't think I could accomplish that. Clothes that I wore before are now floating on me, and I'm feeling so much better. I'm feeling a lot better about myself. Yeah, no, I do. I really do. I don't talk about it much because I don't want to seem like I'm gloating. I'm very proud of like the accomplishment that I've done and the control and the mental stability I have of controlling what I eat and stuff, and trying to be better. And it has made me feel a lot better. There is some stuff that hasn't changed which I thought was going to change, but I don't really care about that. But I'm proud enough in myself that happened. That I'm at a stage now where I'm very, very happy with where I'm at. Mount viewers? Yeah, I don't think there's I don't think there's any mods in chat. It's so funny, these bots, and it's like Mount viewers, it's so sexual. It's such a sexual thing to say. Like, I'm at 270 kilos, which is much nicer sounding number than in pounds. I've been dieting, but my body is quite stubborn. Oh wait, I didn't read the previous one. No, don't fall for their charming links. Too good to be true. No, and that's something like kilos, pounds is interesting measurement. I never thought about other people's measurements for that sort of stuff. I don't know what I am in pounds. I got no clue what I am in pounds now. So 99 kilos, what's that in pounds? You chat should know this. You'd be able to do the conversion. 99 kilograms. Want to become famous, then suck me. 218 pounds. Okay. It's interesting. Thinking about that now. Pound measurement's so weird. such a weird measurement in pounds. But yeah, I'm happy that I'm at a stage now where I'm feeling a lot better. I partly did it for you guys, and I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but I really did, because part of me was like, I want to keep making games, and I want to keep doing what I'm doing. And in order for me to do that, I need to be better. And if I want to hope to be around and create, this is what I need to do. Part of it was there was little factors. One of the factors that came in was I need to do this for you guys. The other was to do it for my family and friends. And then the other part was to do it for myself. Because I didn't think that the justification of just one reason was enough for me. And I know that sounds very weird to say, but I felt like that was a big thing in helping me to make that decision. Yeah. It just helped me to really get into focus that, like, there are a lot of people in my life. Because I guess a hard part for some people is when you don't have a lot of people in that support. It's hard. So you need the support, you know. The worst part is somebody would lick and smell Sed's feet, I'm just saying. Just saying. COVID obviously was a hard thing with weight loss too. I'd say that was COVID's very difficult. B rank. So Ghost Body, is it true that if I picked that other option, I'd be going for the angel? She just wouldn't give up. Nah, she thirsty, bro. Think so. Well, luckily I've got a save just before it, so I stuffed up on that answer though. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Okay. Oh, another one? Nice. Bots are in full force tonight. Got him. Yeah, apparently AI computers like, man, you know what you need? You need followers. Come on. Nice. Oh, my leg just went numb. Alright, hang on, I'm just checking something just to see. To get a good ending, the affection meter must be at least 50% or higher, but not above 75. You must do the following. To get Maya's true ending. To get the sister ending. Oh, okay, this route is unlocked after you get... You must do the following. Play through the route until you get to episode 6-1. Wait, what? To get this ending, you must have all of your stats. The ending will depend on which girl you choose and your current stats. 6-1, help me. I need to find a girlfriend today. To play through... After you get Shinobu's and Maya's ending. Erika and Kurono's true ending. Oh, okay, so there is actually another ending. So yeah, there is like an ending where I can get both of them. But it has to be at 6-1. %78%. It says I'm not allowed to go above that though. It's a lot, man. See what happens if we do. Hopefully I don't break it. Okay. Final. Alright, so we want to get swirlies. We're maxed. Nice. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I don't think I've ever done this route before, so. But there's 2 more branches off this. That's crazy. Got it. Need that book. Well, that was nothing. They did an announcement. Sonic Central, they barely ever announce anything on there. What did they talk about? They didn't show anything new. Sounds like they got the butt end of the stick in America at Sonic Central. Sonic Frontiers comes out this year, doesn't it? I have to pre-order. That'll probably be the last game I pre-order this year. Because I can't think of anything else I want. Like, everything else is pretty much all done. And I'm going to wait till Origins is out physical before I buy it. So I can't justify it buying it twice. I just don't think I'd have the money for it. I think that's kind of my thing. I want to save money, not have to buy it twice. I know that sounds a bit lame, but I kind of don't mind waiting. I know there's going to be like DLC and stuff, so that might tempt me down the road, but no, it's not cheap. No, and that's why I would rather buy a physical. The Hanna-Barbera car slides, yeah. Yeah, they do have some interesting sounds in this game. Bad dicks on screams and out. Sounds like a Shady Loot Cart direct. Heading to the roof. Got a whole ass. Nice. There we go. Get out of it, nurse. Yeah, why have blue balls when you can just play the bonus level in Sonic? Left you with blue sphere. A tail. What kind of tail would you like? I am too. Main villain and enemies with foreign words. That would actually be pretty cool. I did see a DS game recently. It was learning English for Japanese people. And I was really interested to see how they would do it. My first experience with the dark side of the internet. Oh man. Like really dark. Oh dude. Oh man. This is fucked. All right. When you say that, I just instantly gravitate towards a video straight away. So it was around the time like torrenting was like, you know, like it was the self-discovery of torrenting. It was like, it wasn't like a thing called LimeWire. It was something else. We used this program. I'm trying to remember the name of the program, but my mate introduced me to it. And you used to just be able to download anything on it, like videos, fucking music, movies. But it was like, it was one of the hardest things to use because it was more like a forum. So you couldn't openly search for shit. It was like people uploaded stuff, and so that's what you got, like, you know. And so, and it was very, you had to trust people, so it was like a trust situation. And so like I remember like some of the things. The first time I ever saw Dragon Ball Z music videos was on there. Like first time I ever saw like a porn compilation. It was like a hentai compilation, which is like, it ended up being one of the most famous porn hentai compilations out there. Like a 17-minute video. But one of the ones that I remember the most, and it was really fucked up to see, it was like, it was a video of, it was disguised as a porno. That's what they disguised it as. But it was a video of a dude, the video was like 180p. It like, there was nothing in this video at all. Like you wouldn't have been able to tell like you wouldn't have been able to tell like the quality of the video was so shit. So as I described this, like, you know, it was a video of a guy in like a bullfighting ring, and and this is really dark side of internet shit, where you just realize that, like, you know, nothing's sacred. And it was a dude, and his arms and his legs got pulled off by, like, I don't know if they were like horses or bulls. That fucked with me for months, seeing that. Yeah. But it was like 180p, so you could just make it out. But it was just one of those things, like, where it was just such a messed up situation. Sorry, I got a message. Yeah, there's a lot of messed up shit to see on there. Remember first seeing a dude getting... Yeah, okay. See, that's what I mean, like, the first side of the dark internet, like, some really fucked shit that you would see. Yeah, no, that's exact, and that's how they get you, man. Yeah, okay, that's fucked. Some fucking ditto shit. That was close. Well, that's what I thought she said. Oh, that's fucked, dude. Ah. Alright, change the subject. Fucking bitch, man. Another two, really? That's what I thought. It sounds like it. Got it. Oh, I got a Doki Doki feel the demon. Oh. think I found a sweet spot. We did it, boys. We did it. Bootleg Luna. It is bootleg Luna. Poor bootleg Luna. Apparently we're going to hell. Oh! I fucked it. Interesting. I didn't get the true ending. Because I went a little bit too over top. Shit. Shit. So I need to get under that. How far am I into the nachos? I have, out of, I think I've been sent 16 bags. I'm down to 4 bags left now. I'm almost halfway through the coffee. Damn! I was close on that one. I got a pure ending. I didn't mean to go pure either. I think like... So I got the Angel Demon route at 4-2. So I need to make sure that at the split that I get everything right. Because I've done the split before the big split. Yeah. Like, I might be able to salvage it. I'd have to pick the right choices this time. So I'm back at the entrance, and I think that's just before I have to pick. So I should be able to use this save file to do all 3 endings, which is fucking repetitive as hell. But let's do it. Let's do one at least. I'll try my best to get one. So I've got to try to not get over 75. That's some fuck there. And then what I might do is I might create a second save at 6-1. Just so I can do the harem route. Because I think that's my other one that I've got to do. Because that's where it divides again. In order to get the really good, the double ending. See, that's so fucking weird. Like, that's the thing I find funny is that, like, you can't get in love with them too much. Like, but you can't be 100%. You have to be, like, 70%, which I guess is, like, the equivalent of not being friend zone, which 100% is the friend zone tier. All good dog zone. Oh, thank you. No, I'm glad I saved it on this route because I wasn't sure. Alright, that's easy, that one. Oh, shit. I'm trying to remember the, You're not a doll? All good dog zone. You rest up. Stay rested. Nice. Gotta. There we go. Oh, close. Did it. Ooh. Fucking hell. 5-1. Very third year. We've done track before. So what are you up to later, chat? Is there anything that you're up to? Anything cool? Working now, Lou gaming later. Nice. Oh, nice. I heard Luda Apocalypse. I've got it. I heard it's really good. Oh, you played before. Oh, is it new? Is it new DLC or? I'm getting. Oh, it's been out a while. Okay. I haven't really kept up. There's so many games, man. It's the biggest problem, like, especially being a, like, I've said this before, like, trying to review every Lu game is the toughest thing in the world. Play more 7 Pirates. I still haven't played mine yet, but I will soon. I'm pretty excited too, because I'm going to do that for a review. So I'll probably do it this weekend. Like, I'll sit down and actually play it and, like... So I'm pretty excited to try it out. All good, said. What type of tale would you like me to tell? Well, up we go. As a kid, spent hours on. I never really played RPG games much as a kid. I did play Alundra, which I really got into as a kid. Alundra on the PlayStation 1, and also Final Fantasy 6, a little bit of it. Final Fantasy 7, quite a fair bit. Grandia. Got really wrapped up into that game. Just because I love that game so much as it is. It's just a great game. I'd say it was very difficult for me to kind of find games that I really gravitated towards for RPG stuff. Fina's S. Oh, 100%. 100%. Heavy agree. I want to do a full playthrough of Alandra because I gotten pretty far in it, but I never finished it. And I want to finish Grandia, and I'm thinking about finishing Grandia on stream. I've never finished it. But I fucking adore that game so much because I love the combat style is so unique. I love the characters. I love the story. I love what makes that game tick. There was another RPG. Oh shit, what was it called? I think it was on the PlayStation as well. I'm trying to remember. I just remember there being another one, and it was a... The character design. Character design was interesting. I'm trying to remember who it was now. They had like a really weird like character design for the girl, but it was RPG. Yeah, I never really got to fully play Paper Mario, and then when I did, I wasn't really too keen on the idea. This fucking speedrun demon. We're in, boys. There they go. Oh, close. Yeah, I've heard Xenoblade Chronicles is really good. Number 2 particularly. And the waifu material in that is heavy. Like, it got way more sexier in the second one. But now it's over 73. Didn't the thing say specifically? Oh. Not above 75. So I now need to get shit answers. See, I'm not too sure there because then, like, if I got good answers. Above 50. It can't be above 75. I'm already at 73. So basically, I can't get another question right. Or if I do, it's like... Will it push me over the edge? I don't know. It's very confusing. It's very confusing. 4, 12, 5, 2. So 4s with a split happens. Yeah, okay. Okay. This is so much going on. Time is it's almost 1. Just having to think what we should do, whether or not I could call it here and then maybe pick up the stream again. So it's 6 1s, that's 1, 2, and then I'm gonna do a boss. Yeah, that's what I might do, chat. So what I might do is I might continue the stream again this week and call it early now. Because I've crunched a little bit of this, enough to kind of get an establishment of where I want to go. But I'm going to do a little bit of research to find out whether or not I'm going to butcher any of the endings. Because the big thing that I don't want to do now is go through this again and find out that I accidentally fuck it up. So I'll double check and I'll have a look, so then that way we're not wasting time in stream. But I will say for now we'll call it, and we'll call it here. I love you peeps so much. Thank you so much for your support. I love everything that you've given me. Thank you so much. You will see me later this week for another stream, but you also see me for some more content. So stay tuned for that, because there's a lot of stuff that's happening in the pipeline. Until next time, I'm your buddy Shades, and remember, get what you paid for. Good night.